Sunday's pale light faded, leaving Sam drained. His day's pay, meager and only earned once a week, seemed a poor exchange for his exhausted body and mind. The weight of his responsibilities crushed him. Endless chores at home, tedious tasks at Mr. Anthony's shop, and no respite. The argument between Madame Evelyn and Mr. Anthony still lingered, its sting fresh. Madame Evelyn's words cut deep. "He's an extra mouth to feed, contributing nothing." Mr. Anthony's defense, though well-intentioned, had just as much. "If I sent him away, who would do all the things he does?" Sam felt like a tool, used for his labor, not valued as a person. His services were exchanged for shelter and unsatisfying meals, a transaction that left him hollow. Books were his sole refuge, a fleeting escape from the drudgery. Seeking solace, Sam sought out Chuka, his trusted friend. He knew Chuka usually hung out in a certain alleyway, and tonight was no exception. As they parted ways, Chuka handed Sam a scribbled note with the address of a nightclub. "If you ever need me at night, find me here," Chuka said, his eyes locked on Sam's. Later, Sam's thoughts consumed him. He walked to clear his mind and decided to seek Chuka out at the nightclub. The neon lights of the club sign beckoned him, a stark contrast to the darkness within. Inside, the pulsating music and dim lights enveloped him. Sam spotted Chuka and made his way over. Chuka silently offered him a rolled joint, concern etched on his face. Sam hesitated, then surrendered to the momentary reprieve. As the smoke calmed his worries, the night air softened, and the stars shone brighter beyond the club's walls. With a fragile sense of calm, Sam left the club and headed home. The deserted streets seemed to whisper his doubts. Just then, a taxi rounded the corner, its empty seats a welcome sight. Sam flagged it down, relief washing over him as he slid into the back seat. The driver's gaze met his in the rearview mirror, weathered, worn, and unfamiliar, yet strangely familiar. Sam knew this driver wasn't from around town, but a nagging sense of recognition lingered. Where had he seen this man before? The lines on his face, the piercing eyes, it was as if a memory teased the edges of his mind. And then, recognition dawned. Odysseus of Ithaca, legend from his beloved books, sat at the wheel, guiding the taxi through the darkness.